Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something pretty fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
This idea that wealth isn't just about, the money in the bank,
Yeah, right.
but it's actually fundamentally a way of thinking, a mindset.
Exactly. It's a really powerful concept.
So if you've ever wondered why some people just seem to build wealth, maybe more easily than others, well, our mission today is to kind of unpack that.
Yeah, look at the core principles of what people are calling this wealthy mindset. We've got some interesting source material on it.
Okay, so not just dollars and cents then.
Not primarily, no. The argument we're seeing is that this specific mental framework, this mindset, it actually comes first. It enables the financial success later on.
That's interesting. Like you have to think differently before you get rich.
That seems to be the idea. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. A lot of wealthy individuals didn't start out with money, right?
Very true.
Something must have shifted in how they saw things, how they approached life and opportunities.
Okay, so let's get into that shift. What exactly is this wealthy mindset? What does it look like?
Well, at its core, it's really about moving from seeing scarcity everywhere to recognizing abundance, or at least potential.
Scarcity versus abundance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of focusing on what's missing, what you don't have, this mindset looks for possibilities. It believes in growth.
Growth.
Like you can always learn more, make more, do more, become more. One source put it almost exactly like that. It's about potential.
So if you're stuck in that scarcity mode,
You might just miss opportunities that are right there because you're sort of pre-programmed to see limits.
got it. So wealth here is like perspective as much as possessions.
Very much so. It's a lens you view the world through.
Okay. Now, our material also talks about looking ahead, right?
Yeah.
Not just the here and now.
Precisely. That's a huge piece of it. Long-term thinking.
What does that mean in practice?
It means investing in yourself.
Right.
Maybe taking a course, learning a new skill, reading things that expand your horizons,
Mm-hmm.
and making, well, smart financial choices, even if they don't pay off immediately. It's the opposite of just wanting instant gratification.
Right, that quick hit versus building something solid, planting seeds for later shade kind of thing.
Exactly that. It takes discipline, patience.
Okay, but what about the roadblocks? I mean, it sounds good, but it can't be easy. The sources mention fear, right?
Oh, definitely. Fear is a massive one. Fear of failing, fear of losing money, sometimes even just fear of looking foolish if you try something new and it doesn't work out.
Yeah, that resonates.
But here's the interesting twist. The wealthy mindset seems to reframe risk.
How so?
It doesn't avoid risk entirely, but it embraces calculated risks, sees them not just as threats, but as potential learning experiences, opportunities for growth.
So failure isn't final.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's data. It's
Yeah.
feedback. You learn, you adjust, you try again, maybe differently.
Hmm.
And sometimes the sources suggest that fear of failure is actually deep down a kind of fear of success.
Fear for success. How does that work?
It can lead to self-sabotage.
Huh.
Like you get close to a goal and then you unconsciously pull back because success feels unfamiliar or maybe even undeserved. It's complex.
Wow. Okay. So it's about shifting from what? Needing permission to just taking ownership.
Yeah, taking control,
Mm-hmm.
taking initiative, not waiting for someone else to tell you it's okay.
All right. So attitude, long-term view, handling fear. What else? The readings mention managing resources too.
Absolutely.
That-
Time and resources. It's not just about having the right thoughts. It's about acting efficiently.
Mean.
Be really deliberate with your time, your energy, your focus, identifying what actually moves you forward towards your goals.
And cutting out the rest.
Pretty much. Cutting out the distractions, the time wasters, making smart choices with all your resources, not just money. Your time is arguably your most valuable asset.
Okay. So if we sort of boil it all down, the core argument seems to be mindset is the foundation. Everything else builds on that.
That's exactly it. The idea is that, having money without this kind of mindset, it might not last. It could be fleeting.
Right. Like lottery winners who end up broke.
Could be an example, yeah.
Yeah.
But conversely, someone with the right mindset, even if they start with very little,
They can build it over time.
they have a much stronger foundation to build wealth and perhaps more importantly, to sustain it. It takes effort. It takes time, obviously. It's not magic.
No, definitely not magic, but it's a framework.
A powerful framework,
Yeah.
yes. Abundance, long-term vision, embracing calculated risk, focused action.
This has been really insightful, actually, thinking about wealth in this different way.
It does shift your perspective.
So for everyone listening, the big takeaway here really is that wealth, perhaps fundamentally, starts upstairs in your head with how you think. And maybe here's something to chew on after this. What if you tried consciously adopting just one little piece of this wealthy mindset?
Just one aspect.
Yeah, maybe focusing more on opportunities this week instead of limitations. Or identifying one small calculated risk you could take towards a goal. How might that start to reshape things for you? Definitely some food for thought.